Hello everyone, today I am here with a review of a lighting kit sent to me by Garden of Bricks. They create lighting kits for various LEGO sets. This one is made for the Daily Bugle set. They were kind enough to reach out to me and ask me to review their lighting kits in exchange for them sending it to me, so a big thank you to them for that. I'm very excited because I've been wanting to learn about and get into LEGO lighting kits for a very long time now. So again, a big thank you to Garden of Bricks for reaching out and asking me to review their kit. They were also kind enough to extend an offer to all of you that if you decide after this you would like to purchase your own lighting kit, if you use the code AFEWGOODFILMS at checkout, you will get a 22% discount, which I think was very kind of them. So yes, let me show you what is inside the box. I took a peek a little earlier just to see, get an idea of what all of this was going to entail. So inside you have the instruction kit and a thank you note, which is very nice. The instructions are not actual paper instructions. They're directions in various languages to a website to download the instructions to avoid having to print copious amounts of paper. So very eco-friendly, which I am very excited and happy about. And then inside is the most important bits. All of the little pouches that have the pieces in them. All of them are very clearly labeled so that you know exactly what you're looking for. And the instructions, I took a peek earlier, they tell you and show you which pieces you need for each step, and it seems very thorough. All of these came in one other bubble pouch to keep it secure, which is nice. So yes, I am very excited to dive into this. And see what this looks lit up. I love this set very much, and to see it lit up, I think is going to look absolutely incredible. And I can't wait for all of us to see what that looks like. So let's hop into it. All right, so it seems the first part is the taxi. Interesting thing, some of the pieces, they do have a little parts package. So for the headlights, it looks like we'll be using these pieces instead of the ones that come in the set, because these ones have been modified slightly. There's no way you'll be able to see it on camera, but these have a little notch cut out of them for the wires. These are the lights for the headlights. These are incredibly tiny. I didn't realize how small and how thin these wires and such were. That's impressive. That's really cool. Just lighting and electrical technology. A side note, you need batteries, so make sure you have those before you start building so that when you're in the middle of a review, you don't have to run to the store. Alrighty, so that's the taxi done. Couple of notes on the build of it. Overall, looks pretty good. There's a lot of wires that go in this, because there's 2 in the taillights, 2 in the headlights, and 1 on the inside. And so, in theory, there's one of these expansion boards that they all plug into, along with the battery pack. That it's supposed to all hide in the trunk. It doesn't feel like there's enough room in the trunk for all of it. I could just be an idiot because I might be being a little too careful because all the pieces are very, very tiny and I'm terrified of breaking them, or like snapping one of the wires or disconnecting one of the joints. But yeah, overall it looks really good. There's a couple of bits where like you can see the little gaps where the wires are hidden, but I mean overall it's not, unless you're looking for it, I don't think you'd really be able to tell. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera super well or not. Just itty bitty gap along the edge here. But other than that, I mean, so far it looks good. Let's see what it looks like lit up. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's cool! Ah! That's so cool. Here, let me turn the lights off. Whoa, look at that! That thing's bright. That's crazy. Wow. Oh man, that'll definitely pick up on camera. I've been wanting to possibly, like, once done with all this, repurposing them and using them for, or basically not repurposing them, but just like being able to use it in like stop motion and animation and everything. And I think these would definitely work. Wow, that's awesome. That's so, even with the lights on, like they're crazy bright. That's so cool. Hooray, and they all work, which is nice. You're supposed to test them before you start building, but I didn't because I'm a moron. But wow, oh, that's awesome. Look at it go. And you could probably hide this on the inside or like tuck it below underneath the taxi. Okay, there's not enough room under the taxi, but if you stick it in the back, You can kind of hide it there. That's so cool. Yeah. So this probably just needs a little finagling. Like you can see in the back here where all the wires are supposed to be. Let me turn that for a second. Where all the wires are. The trunk's popping up a little. Sorry, it's reversed where I'm looking on the camera. There we go. You can see it's kind of popped up here, but I'm sure with a little bit more finagling, you can make it fit better. But yeah, oh, that's so cool. Yay! That makes me very happy. That's awesome. All right, well now that's the taxi. Onto the beast of the building. Alright, that's the bottom done. Alrighty, that's the second part done. So the third part, the third floor, is normally the part where the Green Goblin's glider comes crashing through, and all of this part is supposed to be bursting out. But I modified it to be just a standard thing, so that the whole building looks more like a skyscraper than having it being like completely decimated. So I don't think it should affect the lighting setup, but if it does, I will revert this back to what it used to be. So it did not affect the lighting setup, which is very good for me because I did not want to rebuild all of that and whatnot. But it's really cool. There's a little they have the like LED tape basically that just kind of rings around the inside, which is really cool. I'm curious to see what it's going to look all lit up. Alrighty, and that does it. Let me readjust the camera to get a view of the whole thing. Alrighty, so overall this was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Overall it's pretty intuitive. There is a lot of extra cable length that you kind of have to finagle with. It gives you a few suggestions to shorten it a little bit, but overall I wish the cables were there was a little less length, but at the same time it gives it more versatility, and then you don't have to make like 900 different lengths of things for various sets, so it makes sense. And overall, like I thought the hiding the cables was going to be more difficult and that the bumps were going to cause more distortion, and it doesn't. So it actually looks really nice. Like you can't really tell from the front that anything was done to it, which is cool. And there's very minimal cable showing anywhere else, so that is super cool. The one thing I got confused on was at the very end there was the battery pack, and it had me plug in the USB power thing. Essentially what you should do if you want to use the battery pack is you plug this in either instead of or adjacent to the USB power. And the one downside is once everything is put together, you can't take the building apart because the cables run from floor to floor to run power. It makes sense. But I can't replace the power option now without taking the entire thing apart, or like the main connecting cables, which is a little intense going backwards. So I have my uninterrupted power supply that I'm going to plug this in, and let's take a peek at it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. I want to come from the front. Oh, that's super cool. Look at all the... Oh, that's so cool. It really looks like it's lit up from the inside because, you know, it is. Oh, that's cool. That looks so good. Here, let me turn the lights out. Oh, wow. Yeah, and this floor, if it had the, all the, like the Green Goblin glider coming out of it, that would look even cooler. But even just the red right here, like, that looks awesome. Wow. I'm looking at the picture of it on the camera to, but, oh, wow. That's so cool. That little LED tape does amazing work. That is so cool. And like, there's like little tiny ones down here, and then I think there's little tiny ones here, and then on these there's like LED tape. Let me turn the lights back on. There's LED tape that wraps around the different sections because there's like section. I don't even need to turn the lights on. This is lighting it up the whole. Wow, that's so bright. Like it looks super bright on camera, but here it looks actually in person. It's like it's not like glaring or blinding or crazy. Alrighty, so overall thoughts. I think this looks phenomenal. This is awesome. Like the little taxi with the lights, the building. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, I would highly recommend this to anyone who wants to, either for display. I mean, this looks like it would look really good on in animation. I definitely recommend this. This is awesome. This is super cool. Oh man, I'm speechless. That's really neat. But yes, thank you again to Garden of Bricks for sending this to me. There's a link in the description to their store if you want to go take a peek for yourself. And again, if you use the code A Few Good Films, You can get 22% off your order. I might actually go buy some more as well in the future, because these are super cool and they look really good. And again, I'm really impressed by how well the wire is hidden. Glancing around, you can't really see it. It's all tucked up inside. But yeah, highly recommend. This is awesome. These look so good. Yeah, thank you again, Garden of Bricks, for making this video happen and this review happen. I look forward to using these in future videos. And thank you all for joining me today. And I'll catch you next time. Bye!